Hello everyone, welcome to Mastermind. As we had promised on our YouTube channel that we'll be coming up with 100 MCQs on Karnataka Budget, here we are presenting the first part of the series. So let us get started now. First question says, what is the total estimated revenue receipts for the fiscal year 2024-25? So option A rupees 2,63,178 crore, option B rupees 1,89,893 crore, option C rupees 44,485 crore, option D rupees 15,300 crore. So what is the right answer here? The right answer is option A rupees 2,63,178 crore. So the total estimated revenue receipts for 2024-2025 is mentioned as rupees 2,63,178 crore. You have to remember this figure, very important, rupees 2,63,178 crore. Now all you have to do is to have a notebook and note down all these points point by point, so that by the time we finish the 10th part of the series, you will have about 100 very important facts which can be used for mains as well. While writing the descriptive answer for mains, you will be able to mention all these important facts and figures so that you will get more marks when compared with others. At the same time, keep referring to all these videos meticulously again and again so that you will get more marks in KS prelims as well. And please note down that these questions will be relevant till February 2025, because till then a new budget will not be proposed by the state government. Therefore, till then these questions are going to be very important. Even in the future, if the schemes are retained by the government, then such schemes will be asked even after February 2025. So as of now, please note down all these very important points. So if you look at the budget receipts, if you look at the budget receipts, there are two kinds of receipts. Two kinds of receipts. The first one is the capital receipts. Capital receipts, and the second one is the revenue receipts. Revenue receipts. Very important. You should know that capital receipts and revenue receipts form the total budget receipts. Revenue receipts typically include state-owned tax revenues. State-owned tax revenues, and then it also includes non-tax revenues. Non-tax revenue receipts. In addition to this, it includes grant in aid. Grant in aid, and lastly, it includes share of state from tax devolution by center. So tax devolution, tax devolution. So majorly we have states on tax revenue, non-tax revenue receipts, grant in aid, and tax devolution under revenue receipts. So tax revenue is obtained from state taxes like excise duty, commercial taxes, etc. Well, non-tax revenue is obtained from fines, fees, etc. Fines, fees, etc. So now we know about revenue receipts. So what amount of revenue receipts Karnataka state government is getting? Karnataka state government is getting 2,63,178 crore. 2,63,178 crore as revenue receipts. So now let us look at what are capital receipts. Capital receipts are the receipts that either increase the liability. So there will be increase in the liabilities, or there will be decrease in the financial asset. Decrease in the financial assets. So these are nothing but capital receipts. For example, when a government obtains loans, then the liability of the government increases. Therefore, loan comes under capital receipts. So good examples of capital receipts are borrowings and disinvestments. In borrowings, liabilities are increased. In disinvestments, financial assets are decreased. So very important. Please note down all these points, and again note down the amount of revenue receipts. Very important. Look at the second question now. According to Karnataka Budget 2024-25, how much of the revenue receipts is attributed to state-owned tax revenues? So we have seen that revenue receipts include tax revenue and non-tax revenue. Now the question is, what amount of state-owned tax revenues contribute to revenue receipts? Option A rupees 2,63,178 crore. Option B rupees 1,89,893 crore. Option C rupees 44,485 crore. Option D rupees 13,500 crore. So now the right option is option B, 1,89,893 crore. So the answer is 1,89,893 crore. If you look at the graph over here, this constitutes 52%. 52%. So this particular sector over here represents state tax revenue and it represents 52%, which amounts to 1,89,893 crore, while the state non-tax revenue constitutes 4%, 4% of the total receipts, while state tax revenue contributes 52% of the total receipts, not total revenue receipts. It's the total receipts, including capital as well as revenue receipts. State tax revenue contributes 52%. So, state tax revenue contributes 52% of the total receipts, while state non-tax revenue contributes 4% to the total receipts by the government. Also, please note down that borrowings contribute 28%, share of central taxes is 12%, grants from central government is 4%. So 52 plus 28, 80, 80 plus 12, 92, 92 plus 4, 96, 96 plus 4, 100%. This is very important information. Please note it down. Third question says, according to Karnataka Budget 2024-25, what portion of the revenue receipts is from non-tax revenue sources? So it can't be 2,63,178 crore because this is the total revenue receipts. It cannot be rupees 1,89,893 crore because we've already seen that it contributes 52% to the total receipts, and this is the state's own tax revenue receipts. So we have already seen that non-tax revenue sources contribute only 4%, only 4%, and the right answer over here is rupees 13,500 crore, that is option D. So revenue from non-tax revenue sources amount to rupees 13,500 crores. So example of non-tax revenue sources include income from interest, and then fees, fees, dividends, fines, etc. So this include revenue from non-tax revenue sources, while revenue from tax revenue include commercial tax, excise duty, etc. So this 13,500 crore amounts to 4% of the total receipts, while tax revenue sources contribute 52%. Now look at this crucial information. Look at this graph over here. So till now we have seen about revenue receipts and state owned tax revenues and non-tax revenue, and then the tax revenue is 1,89,893 crore. So we are getting 1,89,893 crore, but how are we getting? So we are getting majorly from commercial taxes. So about 1,10,000 crores, which is 58% is from commercial taxes, and then from state excise duties we are getting about 20%, that is 38,525 crores, and from stamps and registration we are getting 26,000 crore, which is 14%, and from motor vehicle tax we are getting 13,000 crore, which is 7%, and others include 1%. If you add all these, you will get 1,89,893 crore as the tax revenue. So this is the breakup of state's own tax for the budget 2024-2025. So this is the budget data. So please remember that this is state's own tax. That is, this is coming from state's own tax. And then we have non-tax revenue of about 13,500. If you add both these, you will get 2,03,393. However, we have total revenue receipts as 2,63,178 crore. So where is the remaining amount coming from? Let us look at it in the following questions. Fourth question says, according to Karnataka Budget 2024-2025, how much is estimated to be received from tax devolution? Tax devolution means from the central government, how much are we receiving as our share? So the right answer here is option C, 44,485 crore. So please note down that the tax devolution, that is the central is giving to Karnataka as share in the taxes as 44,485 crore. But now you have to tell me, so what is the percentage that Karnataka is getting out of the total tax devolution? So what percentage is Karnataka getting? Please comment. Look at fifth question now. According to Karnataka Budget 2024-25, what is the estimated amount of grant in aid from the Government of India? 2,63,178 crore, 1,89,893 crore, 44,485 crore, 15,300 crore. So now the correct answer is option D, 15,300 crore. So Karnataka is getting 15,300 crore as grant in aid. So grant in aid from the government of India to Karnataka is estimated to be rupees 15,300 crore. So let us all recap all the funds now. So Karnataka is getting 1,89,893 crore, 893 crore as state's own tax revenues, and then 13,500 rupees crore as non-tax revenue, and then it is getting 44,485 crore as tax devolution from the central government, and it is getting 15,300 crore as grant in aid. So if you add all these things, you will get 2,63,178 crore. So what is this? This is nothing but total revenue receipt. Total revenue receipts of the government. Please note down the total revenue receipts of the government is 2,63,178. Now let us look at the sixth question. Where are Bapuji Seva Kendras primarily set up in the state of Karnataka? Urban centers of Karnataka, Taluk headquarters in Karnataka, all Grama Panchayats in Karnataka, district headquarters in Karnataka. So the right answer is all Grama Panchayats in Karnataka. So, Bapuji Seva Kendras were established by the government of Karnataka under the Rural Development and Panchayat Raj Department on July 1st, 2016. And these are established in all Grama Panchayats. So, they plan to establish this in all the Grama Panchayat across the states to provide various services primarily from the Rural Department and Panchayat Raj, and then revenue and other departments. So, Bapuji Seva Kendras are established to provide various services to the village people of Karnataka. That is why this is established in all Grama Panchayats. However, again in October 2020, approximately after 4 years, services were also made available online. So, through Bapuji Seva Kendras, people are able to avail the services online as well. And with the new BSK 2.0 portal, new BSK 2.0, that is Bapuji Seva Kendras 2.0 portal, there is enhancement in the citizen interface and experience while you're accessing these services. The portal, so this particular online portal, it underwent technological and design changes along with revisions to service procedures to streamline application stages, set standard timelines, that is, particular service has to be delivered within a particular timeline, and also with increased accountability on concerned authorities. So, just to say, a particular officer is required to provide service, and there is measures for proving his accountability as well. Therefore, these things are cornerstones of Bapuji Seva Kendras. So, what are the objectives of Bapuji Seva Kendras? Decentralizing citizen service delivery at Grama Panchayats, enhancing accountability. As I've already told you, there will be measures to track the accountability and transparency, managing service provision through partnerships with departments. So, for example, rural development and Panchayat Raj will get partnered with revenue department for providing certain services, ensuring speed and certainty of service delivery. This has to be the natural motto of any portal, and then improving the overall productivity of the administrative machinery in the state by enforcing accountability measures such as issuing certificates and also maintaining accurate records. So, this is all about Bapuji Seva Kendras. Please remember, very, very important. Bapuji Seva Kendras are established in all the Grama Panchayats of Karnataka under RDPR department. Look at the seventh question now. According to Karnataka Budget 2024-25, what is the total estimated gross borrowings for the fiscal year 2024-25? Rupees 2,63,178 crore, rupees 1,05,246 crore, rupees 38 crore, rupees 213 crore. The right option is option B, rupees 1,05,246 crore. So, according to Karnataka Budget 2024-2025, gross borrowings are estimated to be rupees 1,05,246 crore, and then gross borrowings, they form a part of capital receipts. Please remember, capital receipts. Eighth question says, what is the duration of Karnataka AVGC XR policy 3.0? 2022 to 25, 21 to 26, 22 to 27, 24 to 29. The right answer is 2024 to 2029. So the Karnataka AVGC XR policy 3.0 2024 it is also the third policy. The first Karnataka AVGC XR policy was rolled out in the year 2012. So now this is the third policy that the Karnataka government has rolled out, and it aims to support the growth of animation, visual effects, gaming, comics, and extended reality. So this is the expansion for AVGC XR. Please remember, animation, visual effects, gaming, comics, and extended reality. So this particular policy, it will be running from 2024 to 2029, and it seeks to capitalize on Karnataka's existent strength in IT, information technology, and BPM to position the state as a global leader. The policy aims to make Karnataka as the global leader in the AVGC XR sector. The policy has several key objectives, including the establishment of a strong talent pool through the transformation of Karnataka into a center of excellence for AVGC related skills. So, this is a natural objective. It also aims to create 30,000 new high quality jobs, 30,000 new high quality jobs in the sector by 2029, and also ensures that exports account for at least 80% of the sector's total revenue. If the revenue is 10,000 crore in the AVGC sector, then the policy, according to the policy, 8,000 crore should be generated from exports itself. This is the major crux of the policy, and please remember this is a very, very important objective. Additionally, the policy seeks to promote sustainability and inclusivity within the AVGC industry. So again, this has to be one of the objectives. Any objective that is being put forward now will include sustainability and inclusivity. So, and also it aims to create 30,000 new high quality jobs. So when the draft policy was released, the duration was 2023 to 2028. However, in the Karnataka budget, it has been stated that the policy will be released for 2024 to 2029. Please remember, very, very, very important. And also, to achieve the goals of the policy outlines six strategic pillars, each addressing different aspects of AVGC XR sectors. These pillars include developing skills for a future ready workforce, and then establishing sustainable infrastructure for the industry in the state, empowering startups and MSMEs. We know that Bengaluru is called as startup capital of the world. So if we don't empower startups and MSMEs with a particular policy dedicated to AVGC HR, then the policy will be of no use. That is why the policy intends to empower startups and MSMEs, and also facilitating global market access and business development. Obviously, this has to happen. Once the industries are established, then they have to get global market access and their business should also develop. Only then the sector will thrive. Providing incentives, concessions, and financial support. So, this is from the government side. When they give incentives, concessions, and financial support, then there will be more investment in the AVGC sector, leading to the growth of the industry, and also emphasizing the development of mobile first AVGC products. So whatever AVGC product is coming, if it is given to mobile first, so it is called as mobile first AVGC products. So such products will be given more focus in the policy. You can actually remember these goals like this. First of all, there should be workforce. So they are developing skills for the future ready workforce. They have workforce, but if they don't have suitable infrastructure to establish the company, then what will the companies do? So therefore, establishing sustainable infrastructure comes second. Okay, now there is infrastructure to establish company, but it has to be a startup since this is a new sector for the state or for the country. Therefore, we have to empower startups and MSMEs. Once they start producing, then they should get market access and business development. So the government emphasizes on providing global market access and business development. And also in addition to this, for the company or for the industry to sustain, certain incentives, concessions, and financial support should also be given. That is why even that is provided, and more emphasis will be given on the development of mobile first products. Ninth question says, according to Karnataka Budget 2024-25, what is the total estimated non-debt capital receipts? So the right option is option C, 38 crore. So non-debt capital receipts are estimated to be rupees 38 crore. So this also a capital receipt, but it does not create any debt, non-debt capital receipts. And remember, it's only 38 crore, not thousand or lakh, only 38 crores. Last question says, according to Karnataka Budget 2024-25, what is the total estimate receipts in the budget for the fiscal year 2024-25? Rupees 2,63,178, rupees 1,05,246, rupees 38 crore, rupees 3,68,674. So, actually, you can apply your mind here. 2,63,178. What is this? This is the total revenue receipts estimated. What is rupees 1,05,246 crore? So, this is nothing but gross borrowings. Gross borrowings. And what is rupees 38 crore? This is non-debt capital receipts. In addition to these three, there's also one more capital receipts called as recovery of loans. Recovery of loans, which is about 213 crore. So when you add all these things, you will get rupees 3,68,670 crore. So this is the total estimated receipts in the budget for the fiscal year 2024-2025. So when you apply mind, you can actually come at the right answer. Also, remember that gross borrowing, non-debt creating capital receipts, and recovery of loans, all these three come under capital receipts. So, you're adding capital receipts plus revenue receipts to get the total estimated receipts. So, that's it. Therefore, total estimated receipts in the budget for 2024-25 are mentioned as rupees 3,68,674 crore. So this is all about MCQs on Karnataka budget. In this video, there will be 90 more questions in the following 9 videos of the series. So please refer to all these things, and also please note down all the important points, as these will not be handy only for prelims, but it can also be used for mains as well. Thank you.